All right, happening this morning, attorneys will speak out on behalf of the family of David Silva. He's the man who died after a violent confrontation with deputies earlier this month.
23 ABC's Lauren Titus is in studio with where the case goes from here and why more experts are being called in to independently examine the evidence. Lauren?
Good morning, Mike and Aaron. The lawyers representing Silva's family say now that they have a copy of the report, their experts will decide if those deputies were defending themselves or using excessive force turned deadly.
This grainy black and white security video and 911 tape.
There was a man laying on the floor and your police officers beat the out of him.
Are the first-hand accounts of the altercation on May 7th between 33-year-old David Silva and sheriff's deputies an hour before he was pronounced dead at KMC. According to Sheriff Donnie Youngblood, it was a struggle that had deputies fearing for their lives.
The first deputy had already used his baton for 2 strikes on Mr. Silva. As he felt like he was losing the fight, and if he couldn't keep Mr. Silva on the ground, he was going to lose the entire incident, and his life would be in danger.
But listening to these 911 tapes, you can hear witnesses saw something different.
I'm standing right here on the corner of Flower and Palm right now, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sheriffs. The guy was laying on the floor, and 8 sheriffs ran up and started beating him up with sticks. The man is dead, laying right here, right now.
Youngblood says only 3 of the 7 deputies used their batons, and every strike was a recognized area for law enforcement.
According to the autopsy and according to the pathologist, there were 0, no strikes to the head or to the neck of Mr. Silva.
Now that same autopsy report that ruled Silva's death accidental has been put in the hands of attorneys representing Silva's family. And while its investigation shows no signs of stopping, it's the sheriff that blames the media for highlighting this incident that's actually common across the country.
This type of incident is not uncommon in law enforcement across this country. This particular case and the way that this was handled in the media sent shockwaves all the way across the United States.
This morning's press conference with the attorneys is scheduled for 10 this morning. Reading the latest on 23 ABC News at 11 a.m. In studio, Lauren Titus, 23 ABC.